Welcome back. Well, let's get straight to the management as promised. Navneet Education, that's the stock on our radar. Well, the last year was a fairly volatile one, but to understand what's the way ahead, we're joined by Mr. Gala, who's the managing director of the company. Hi, Mr. Gala, good morning, and thanks a lot for joining in. Well, give us a couple of details then. For FY25, what can you guide us on your publishing side of the business, your stationery side, and if you could break it up for us, what is the growth you're estimating for domestic and export business? Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, sure, Nigel. As far as publishing business is concerned, as you know, we are into state curriculum business, where the curriculum change is very key growth driver for us. For last 6 years, that has not really we have not seen any syllabus change in curriculum. And for FY24-25 also, we are not seeing any curriculum change. And therefore, we may have a very low single-digit growth in publications. With respect to stationery, and I'll first speak about the domestic stationery. Domestic stationery should grow between 12 and 15%, and that is with the introduction of several new category of products that we have decided to come with. And recently, because paper prices are quite stable, it becomes very easy for us to penetrate. As far as exports are concerned, the lost business last year will come back this year. And again, in exports, we are very sure of growing 12 to 15%. So that's the breakup for the businesses that we are in.
All right, 12 to 15% growth for your stationery business, split equally between export and domestic in terms of growth. Publishing would be low single digit. You know, the thing that stood out, apart from your numbers, was this announcement that you did. Navneet Learning LLP, of which NEL holds about 93%, will sell about 5.12% stake to Venturi Partners for about 225 crores. That values the business at close to around 4,500 crore rupees. So I just wanted to know that for you, what will be the net proceeds that will come ex of taxes? What will be the usage of those funds? I mean, is there a possibility of a dividend? And are you also looking at some further stake sale after, realizing this value of 4,500 crores for this subsidiary?
So as far as the current proceeds are concerned, most of it will be utilized or plowed back in the business, majorly for stationery business. We are seeing long-term growth opportunity in stationery, and therefore continuously from this year itself, we are going to invest money not only in land and building, but also in plant and machinery, because we are coming out with various category of products as well. As far as the future sale, nothing is certain right now. The company is doing exceedingly well, and therefore we would like to see the right opportunity to sell this stake.
So I didn't get the net proceeds that will come to you. 225 crore is the gross, money that you're selling it at. What would be the ex of tax and ex of expenses net proceeds that will come to you?
I believe around 200 crore we will receive in Navneet.
Okay. All right. Mr. Gala, just to confirm a couple of more details, since you said that you're going to be plowing it back into your business, I'm going through the list of details that you'll have put out. And the stationery business, I believe for building, you'll be spending approximately 90 crores, right? In the next 2 years? Okay.
Nigel, 1 minute. 90 crore would be invested in land and building, and around similar number in plant and machinery as well.
Right. So 110 crores approximately in the machinery part of your business. And on the machinery part of your business, you'll get an asset turn, right? So what would the asset turn be on this 100 crores that you're going to be putting in machinery?
So minimum 3 to 4 times asset turn in next 3 years. But when we utilize 100%, it may further increase to around 4.5 times.
Okay, so approximately 300 to around 450 crores is what you can get from this, right?
That's right.
Just one more aspect I wanted to focus on. You've given us the domestic growth, of 12 to 15%. There's scope to improve margins as well?
Yeah, at least 150 basis increment also we are seeing. And the reason I said the paper prices are quite stable, therefore in this scenario, we always gain to benefit.
Okay, so what should the blended margin look like then, sir? For the last year, if I look at it, the blended margin was around 17%. You're saying for your domestic stationery business, that's a 100 basis points improvement. So for the coming year, what will your EBITDA margins look like?
I think we need to split the margins between publishing and stationery. So stationery blended margin, which was around 12%, which is likely to grow to 13.5% this year. And the publishing business, which we have been seeing around 33-34% margin, that is likely to keep the same. Only I should clarify here that after the merger of our EdTech activity, there will be reduction in publishing market. At a blended level, it was always reduced. But at a standalone, earlier we used to see 33% margin, which will come down because of the EdTech activities that we are doing. So
on the EdTech,
it should be around 30-odd%.
All right, so 30% in the publishing business, and you're talking about 13% in the stationery business on a blended basis, right?
That's right.
Okay. What about the EdTech business itself? You've been talking about growth here. Over the next 2 to 3 years, what could it be in terms of an overall proportion of your revenues, and when does it break even on an EBITDA front?
So I should now would rather prefer not to separate the digital business and physical print business, because both activities are going hand in hand. They are blended in many ways. So now it is impossible to segregate the business of EdTech. Finally, each and every book will have a technology aspect in it. And whereas in terms of sales, wherever we end up selling physical books, the same schools are buying the technology and vice versa. So in fact, now going forward, we'll be showing a single business of publishing or content business.
Just to clarify, EdTech last year was around a 45 crores loss, right?
That's right.
And that will come down this year?
Yeah, that should come down. If we purely see individually, then it will come down to around 30-odd crore this year.
30 crores. Okay, all right. And do you think by FY26 it can break even?
Yeah, we are very confident of.
All right. Since we're talking about syllabus change as well at the start of this conversation, I believe the syllabus change has come for grades 3 as well as 6. Could you clarify on that? And when do you expect the syllabus change to come for the remaining grades?
So grade 3 and 6 change happened in CBSE segment, where we have very marginal revenue in CBSE segment. Okay. The major business that we are in is for Maharashtra and Gujarat supplementary book business, where in Maharashtra and Gujarat there is no curriculum change even in FY24-25, and therefore I said a lower single digit. But now it is very clear that FY25 onwards, FY25-26 onwards, there will be continuous change in curriculum for at least 4 years.
All right, FY26. So were that to happen, say FY26, you could expect low single digit or low teens sort of growth in your publishing business, or would that be more than that?
It would be more than that. Of course, it again depends on the grade or the standard that gets changed. But normally, lower standard change brings in at least 8 to 10% growth, and higher standard brings in between 15 and 20% growth.
All right, take that point. So we'll wish you good luck, and for the students, of course, hoping that curriculum changes don't happen. But for you, curriculum changes would be good if they happen FY26 onwards. For now, FY25, no problems in terms of students when it comes to curriculum changes.
Mr. Gala, every time me and Mangalam see you on the television, we think back of our days. Navneet Education, it takes us back a few years, actually quite a few years. But always good to see you, sir, and wish you well for the coming year. We'll hold you at these numbers, and we look forward to chatting up with you at the end of this fiscal.
Thank you. Both of you.